If you're new to playing piano, please don't make this mistake. You're gonna waste years of progress. My name's Aiden and I've been playing piano for 8 years. After I learned the lesson in this video, I actually saved my piano progress, learned all my favorite songs on piano, and started having fun again. And by the way, if you want me to help you with that personally, just click the link in the description. But if you're ready to get started, just sit back, relax, and let me tell you a story. I started taking piano lessons in 5th grade, and it was kind of like how you'd expect. I learned how to read sheet music, I learned beginner songs like this, and I also learned a bunch of music theory. And that was all well and fine, but I think over time I just lost motivation. I lost track of my actual reason for playing piano, and so after a year I wanted to quit. Whenever my teacher would give me a song and I would struggle with it, I just wouldn't have much motivation to keep going. I was super disinterested in all the music theory, and overall, I just wasn't putting my heart into it anymore. I think sometimes piano teachers and maybe the parents who have their kids do piano lessons, they lose sight of the fact that motivation is more important than information. If you don't have a reason to play piano, it doesn't even matter if I give you the perfect practice routine. You're not gonna follow it. And so, since I was on the verge of quitting, I could clearly tell something was wrong. So I made a change. I started learning my favorite songs on piano every day on YouTube. I didn't use sheet music, and I actually learned whatever song I liked. Interestingly enough, I didn't have a practice routine. I played songs regardless of whether they were too hard for me or too easy for me, and I probably didn't have good technique all the time, but I had so much fun. I woke up every day and I wanted to play piano, and I think that was the biggest thing that helped me get to where I am today, because 8 years later, I still love playing piano. I've learned dozens more of my favorite songs, and I've gotten way better. In the end, I have all the results I have today because I learned this lesson. Piano is not a chore. It's something you do for fun. I repeat, piano is not a chore. You don't have to get up every day and practice this concept and that concept. For what reason? Piano is a hobby. It's not like working out or cooking, where you have to get up every day, or you probably should get up every day and do it. In fact, I'd compare playing piano more to like a video game, because a video game is something you do for fun, and you have this internal satisfaction when you get better. So I want to give you 3 quick tips that you can incorporate into your practice routine today that will make piano practice more fun, more like a hobby, and help you get better at the same time. Let's start with the first tip. Don't cram and overwhelm yourself. Just take things one step at a time. For example, one of the most useful concepts in piano is to learn your chords, because songs are just made of a melody and harmony, which most of the time is just chords. And when you put the melody and the chords together, it gives you a full song. So when you give yourself a task, like to learn all 24 major and minor chords, major being happy, minor being sad, you don't have to learn all 24 chords in one day, 1 week, or 1 month. If it's too overwhelming for you, just spread it out. Learn 1 chord a day, and do it in an order that makes sense and it's easy. Just learn C major, and then F major, then G major, and you'll already be playing song. And it's really that simple. Take any task, learning your chords, learning your scales, learning your techniques, or even learning a really long, difficult song. Break it up, and you'll get to where you want to be without going crazy. Tip number 2 is to not force yourself to practice every morning. A quote I've heard somewhere, and this is a really great quote that I love, is when you don't force yourself to do something, you tend to do it in a more natural way. So when you wake up every morning, just do what makes you curious. Do what makes you excited. If you want to learn a song today, go out there and learn it. It doesn't matter if you were learning a song yesterday. Yes, I know it's important to be consistent, and I know it's important to stick to one routine, but it's also important to light that fire inside of yourself, because when you're practicing every day, you're naturally going to get way better at piano. That's really the only thing that matters. It's just like with the gym. You need to build that motivation and find a practice routine that works for you. That way you practice every day. Finally, tip number 3 is don't just do drills to get better, but use actual songs as learning opportunities. Because a lot of beginners struggle with hand independence, so they'll do a bunch of exercises like this, which are super useful and you should do them. But you also need to consider this. A great way to get better at piano is to play songs that are just slightly above your level. You'll get introduced to new techniques like octaves and arpeggios. Naturally, you won't just have to drill these by themselves. You'll see them in the songs. And even if you make a mistake at the end like I did there, it's alright. You need to be patient with yourself. If you're practicing a song on piano and you're not patient with yourself, you're probably gonna go crazy. But the journey to learning piano doesn't have to be hard. It can be simple, fun, and easy, just like with these tips. You wanna have fun with it every day. And if you wanna have fun while making progress, and I think the best thing that you could do to make the fastest possible piano progress is just have a clear path of things to do and have a supportive community alongside you. And that's why I think you're really gonna love my program, the Piano Improvement Club. I'll teach you everything you need to know to start playing your favorite songs fast. And I can't stress this enough, I don't wanna waste time teaching you pointless music theory. So I'll never waste your time and I'll teach you the actual piano shortcuts that help you get better and learn your favorite songs like Die With A Smile, Golden Hour, Interstellar, things like that. And I have a whole community to support you over there. We have weekly community challenges and a full song library of your favorite songs. You even get to do votes every week and I'll make custom piano song tutorials. I think you're really gonna love it. But either way, keep getting out there, keep playing your favorite songs, and I'll see you in the next video.